Azúcar. Just the tomato?
Yes, and get some of my biscuit. 3
Okay.
biscuit. Yes. As I was saying, I met my wife at the farm where I was working at the farm. And by that now, she's passed by morning time, stops, give her a cup of coffee or a donut, and she spent like 15-20 minutes and then she head on to work. But I tell you, there was a flowers she wanted to buy, and the boss bought one, and then I give her one for herself. And it was, I say the name of the flowers again. I forgot the name of the flowers. That's what. So all the while now she always says that flowers may take and catch her. But me and she get on very good. I love her, she loves me. She said, me's our handbag, or purse, or anything you want to call it. I always traveling with it. When we go out anywhere, supermarket or anywhere, I always carrying that bag for her. We never leave each other. We go to Jamaica, it's together same way. I was giving Marlon the joke the time when I met, in the space of the time when I met my wife. I remember one night I was singing to her, "Since I Met Your Baby." That was a nice one. Yeah, that was a nice one. She was said, "Since I Met Your Baby." So, but in growing up in those days was quite, that's why Subarus sing the song said, "No school days are happy days." That's true, really true. With the first kid I get in the 60s, I said, boy, I wish I was going back to school. But I start after work and maintain the little kid. And them days, I was so free in the 60s, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66. I was so free, running up and down, riding bike, bicycle, all over the place. And that's why I said, boy, I should be going back to school. Well, school now, with nothing like school years. I tell my wife and Marlon, my stepson, say, I know the whole of Westmoreland, almost 3/4 of Westmoreland I know. Travel all over. Some places was bicycle and some places was with a bike, Honda, or a scooter. Travel to fix youth boxes, especially in Hanover. Come back round to Negril, all over. Those days are very happy days. Those days will never come back again. places in Green Jill, Petersfield, Darlington, all those places I've been to fixing dirt boxes in the 60s. Then after I came to Kingston now in the 70s. After it, Manley win election in the 70s. 72, that's the time I leave and into Grand Cayman. And I get two girls in Cayman, 2 kids. And the rest is in Broughton, one in George's Plain. I never smoke. I'm not a drinker. And once I was living in George's Plain. That's a little district out of Savannah Mar. Well, I can't complain. I really enjoy myself in those days. Never get myself in no trouble. Down the district in Broughton here, where I was living in my younger days, in the early 60s. I was quite happy. Sometimes I follow my brother go to the bush, when plant is grown. We call it grown them days, but it's called nowadays as a garden. Plant cassava, yam, and all those things and so forth, you know. Sometimes I help him move the cows them from pasture to pasture. Give them water, run them to get water. I was in the early 60s, early part of 60 them days. So that's why I said those days was nice days for me then, those days, nice days.
Keep talking, keep talking.
Man, if I gone, I'm talking.
Yeah, that's
yes,
good.
that's it.
Explain how
Oh, yes.
the car, when I first brought the first car and the second car, explain to them as well. That one day, I'm trying to remember, how did they do it? Did it surprise you? I remember.
We did 2000 Subaru.
Yeah. So explain to them that, you know, how
The first
yeah.
first car I owned up here was my stepson. Bought it for me. It was a 2000 Subaru. And it was running so good and nice and so forth. I remember what happened.
Well, it was years you had it
of
for.
Yeah, I don't remember what's
And
happening.
no, you went to Jamaica. It was
Something
doing some
wrong.
little leak. You remember?
Would have been some little problem.
Some little problems. And while Pops was in Jamaica, go ahead. When you were in Jamaica, I sold it for
Yes.
scraps,
Yes.
And I got another one for him.
Of
And this was a
2005.
the new one is 2005?
The other one was at 2005.
2010.
No,
the
not
one right
this
here.
one, not this
no,
one.
the other one, but we passed that one already, Pops.
No, the 2000 and then another 2005. The yellow one, like a yellow.
How much car do we get for you?
That's 3 now.
Oh, really? I didn't even realize. Sorry,
Yeah,
excuse me.
right.
I didn't even remember, guys. And the
2005.
first one I sold it for him.
Well, for scrap, yes.
For scrap.
That was a 2000.
Right, and then I got him another one again.
Yeah.
I was driving and I saw it and I had the money. And I remember just buying it for you, remember?
2005. that
Right.
one.
And then I got him the one he's driving
now
today.
was a 2010.
Yeah. And love it, guys. He loves it.
Loves it. Oh, yes. We both love it. Me and my wife love it.
So
We call it Betsy. Just pat me on the dashboard and say, go Betsy.
yes. And it don't give any problem, guys.
No problem.
No, all this time it has brought him where he want to go and come back, and them love that car
Oh, yes.
like it's no tomorrow. But I'm telling you, soon, we might have to try to get another one for your pops,
yes.
because he
This one
loves
is the-
Subarus, guys. Love Subarus.
Yes, I have to go check Subaru, how they said, what they're doing, if they have any over there trading in or something, you know.
Yes. And guys, Subaru here is what? Is it a all-wheel drive?
All-wheel,
Right.
all-wheel drive.
Right,
yes.
so it's good for the snow. You don't have to worry
No,
about,
no
you know?
worries.
Yes. Yeah.
Subaru. 2012. I have a heart. I have a operation with the heart. And the doctor that operated on me.
It was a triple bypass surgery,
Yes,
right?
triple bypass surgery. And the doctor that operated on me, he was Subarus. So the only thing I could remember is Subaru. I believe this was from India. At the operated on me at Vasa Hospital in Poughkeepsie.
And let them know how long you stayed in here after a triple bypass surgery.
Well, I spent around a week over there. I spent a week before I operate. After they checked me in, I spent a week before. I checked in the Tuesday, and the other week, Monday, was my operation. And I spent almost 2 weeks over there before I came home. Then went back to work.
How long after you went back to work?
I don't remember how long, but the doctor gave me an okay, like when I could lift 50-pound weight.
And where was your wife when that happened?
My wife, she was here with me.
Always.
Always,
It's both of them.
always.
Like how you see how Pops is with Mom? Mom was
Both of
also
them.
with Pops. So,
Yes.
yeah, so tell them.
Oh, yes. I mentioned that already, said she always with me.
Yeah.
And I travel with that handbag for her all the while. Most time people say that handbag fit me.
Yeah. And then June, it was what, June or July when Peter got married? Was that June?
I don't quite remember
It's June,
when
yeah. We went to Mexico.
we met
Pops and I.
Yes, we went to Mexico, yes.
Yeah, man.
We went to Mexico for my daughter's wedding.
You remember
we
what
went-
happened to the first room where we get?
It was a one bed in it, don't it?
No, two bed.
Two beds.
It was the lizard was in the
Oh, a
yeah,
lizard,
we said,
a lizard,
no,
a lizard.
no,
Yes,
no.
a lizard was in it. Yes, that's true.
I'm all I see a lizard in there.
A
and I
lizard,
said,
you
no,
said,
no,
no.
one big thing. I had to call for emergency help.
And the switch will give you a different room.
Yes.
That's true. I just remember that.
It was beautiful, a beautiful hotel, guys.
Yes.
It was in Cancun, Mexico.
Mexico. Yes.
Yeah. And it was a beautiful wedding as well. Yeah, man. So
Get a
why do they call you the Donut King? Tell them.
I usually, all right. When I started working at that farm, Westchester farm, it was the name of Harvest Moon. Yes, and what's happened now, when there was the first owner I was working with, some named Outhouse, and there was a lady working there from Jamaica. She always make the donuts. So when she was leaving now, she said, George, I know you're going to be here, so let us show you how to make the donut. And I said, okay, and she showed me what to do, how much water to a bag of, bag was like 5 pound bags. Yes, a 5 pound bag. And it just like about a bag of flour, a 5 pound bag of flour. It's just like that, the same size, you know? Mm-hmm. And he said, you have to get the water hot to mix it in the bowl and run it for a little time until it gets, you know, and then I pour it in the machine was there, get it ready, heat it up, the oil heated up, and then I pour it in it and so forth, and she showed me everything what to do. And then after she gone now, I start to do that now, and I becomes, and then the new owner now, before I go to the new owner now, well, where I was working the first time when I was donut, when I was making the donut.
It was from Orchard House.
From the Orchard, yes. We an outhouse. It marked
Right.
we an outhouse.
The owner came over and they changed
They changed
the name to
Harvest Moon.
Harvest Moon.
All right. Before I go to Harvest Moon now, there was some. Let me see. There was some men bake the bread in the bakery. They bake pies and bake bread. So I always go inside there and sit down and watching them and fool and watch and you know. So afterward now that man died and I have to start to make pies. And it's so common then I start to make pies.
Donuts
In the morning, and then I never really make no bread, but I bake pies. Apple pie, peach pie, blueberry, everything, cherries.
And that's why they call you the Donut King.
And now this new owner now take over now, and they start to make donuts so now. So they never know nothing about those things. So me was the only one that do all those things, bake the donut and bake the pies them and so forth. And the donut now they used to it, they're so nice to them, they start to call, get the t-shirt them, and there's t-shirt mark on it, the Donut King.
And how long did you work with the other guy for?
Well, the first owner, Otto's Orchard, was like, I do 10 years with them. Little more
And
than 10
how long
years.
did you do with the new owners?
Well, Carly said, never full 10 years, probably about 9 or so.
Yes, so it's total 19 years.
19 years I was doing, yeah.
And so everybody loved Pops.
Oh, yes, everybody.
So did you meet
Right now, yes.
Go ahead. Did you meet any famous people while you were down there? Who you saw came down there?
Well, this only person I remember I saw or talked with was this man. He lived around Pond Ridge. Mm-hmm. He was an actor.
Mm-hmm. Not Richard Gere.
Richard Gere.
Right,
Richard
Gere.
Richard
So I know Susan Sarandon and Glenn Close,
I don't
all of them
remember
been there. You just didn't know who
No,
they were.
I only know Richard Gere. For the man, they usually sell Christmas trees. And he came and bought Christmas tree and might give us a tip, like a $10 tip. And you know, and we put it in his, mesh it up, and put it in his pickup. You know?
Yeah.
And I believe he still
He still buys
He
Christmas
buys
trees there.
Christmas,
Yeah.
yeah.
A lot of those. There's a lot of actors there around the surrounding area of that farm. You have Susan Sarandon, you have Glenn Close, you have Martha Stewart, you have Richard Gere, Meryl Streep. You have Chubby Chase. All of them live in the surrounding
I
area.
only know about Richard Gere, that's it.
Yeah. But because Christopher Reeve, everybody live in the surrounding area.
There was another guy that worked at the farm with me them days. And he's still there, and sometimes he calls me and sometimes I call him, and he tell me that some people asking him, how is George, you know?
Yeah.
So he always said, George is okay, you know?
So now, I want to go back a little bit now. So the house in Jamaica now, after Mom built the house, right?
Yes.
Why do you like to go back to Jamaica so much to that house?
Well, we always spend time, winter is so, up here so cold in the winter, so we just get a break. Just get a break and go down and spend like 3-4 months out of the winter, you know.
Yeah, and the mango tree always
Mango
draw
tree,
you
yes,
back.
but you see, when you, in your younger days you could manage the cold, but after you get up in the age, the cold kind of get to you, you know. Right now, I'm just, last month I was 80 years old. And I really thank God for that, you know.
Yes. And how do you feel?
Well, I'm feeling good, you know. I have no problem.
Any
No
pain or anything?
Just a slight little pain at my neck here sometimes, you know, and I take off a little bit from...
On your knees?
Yes, the knee not too bad, the knee is okay. I'm a diabetic and I am a heart patient, so I mean, I took off a little weight, you know, so. But I'm still moving around. When I go to the doctor asks me for walk. I say, yes, doctor, I have 12 strats to do in the days. Ups and down. And then since my wife sick, I have to do it more often now. Right? Every couple minutes, I have to go check on her, take something to her, you know, so.
Yeah, well, thank you, Pops. Let me tell you, without you, I wouldn't know what we would have done, you know, and it's a blessing into our life, and we thank you very much as well.
Thank you all too.
Yeah, man. All right, so we'll just say goodbye till next time. We'll give them some more.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you till next time. We can give you some more rundown. Thank you. If anybody want to know more about me, you can just ask it. Ask a message. Just leave a message, I mean, yes.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Thank you all for listening.